Welcome to this edition of Northwest Real Estate Forum. I'm your host, Patricia Wangsness. Our mission is to bring you experts and relevant topics that will help you understand the art, science, and timing of real estate because, after all, your home is your biggest asset. David is joining me today to talk about investment property and vacation properties because that's a really hot topic right now. Welcome, David.
Nice to be here.
So, there's a lot of news out there today about rental properties, and interest rates are low. We in our area in the Pacific Northwest, especially in the Bellevue, Seattle area, are having very, very high rental rates, meaning there aren't a lot of rentals available. And so let's talk about why that's the case right now.
Well, right now a lot of people can't buy a house. They don't qualify credit-wise, or they can't afford the payments. Underwriters are being pretty sticky about what they will allow when you go to get a mortgage. So some people have to rent. And the inventory is low on rental properties, especially on the east side. But buying a rental property now, prices are still at a fairly low and level spot, and rates are still low. So that's advantageous to get into the rental industry right now.
Dorothy Ennis was talking to us last week about what rental properties are for casual renters, but we're talking more about the professional renter that's buying a home as an investment.
Correct. We're doing, long-term things that people really need to consider are what is the cash flow in the rental property? Is it, we talk about a capitalization rate, which is basically your net income divided by the purchase price, and it gives you a percentage point of where a cap rate of what you're trying to look for a return on your investment. And when you start thinking of all the taxes, insurance, maintenance, vacancy rates, you also need to consider talking to your accountant so that all of these things will impact you personally, and you need to find out if it's going to be a negative, positive cash flow.
So, jumping from the investment, purely investment, a really hot topic a few years ago, 6 or 7 years ago, was the vacation property. People could buy a vacation rental and use it, and then they could rent it out as a cash flow. Well, that's sort of coming around again because, again, people were in a financial crunch. They had to unload their investment vacation properties. And so if you have money now and you're thinking about making an investment, the vacation property is a really good thing to consider.
And again, for the same reasons. Prices on vacation properties are depressed and rates are exceedingly low. They're a little bit higher for a vacation property than it would be for a primary residence. But again, if you are in a position and you do it in a good area, where people like to go, then you probably can get some decent rental revenue out of it. Bearing in mind, if you buy it as a vacation property and you rent it out, you can only use it about 2 weeks a year. And again, you want to check with your accountant and what the new rules under the IRS are.
Yes. Well, we do have some people calling us about this, so thanks very much for giving me that information so that we can share it with all of our clients.
You're welcome.
Thanks for watching this edition of Northwest Real Estate Forum. Whether you're buying, selling, or sitting on the sidelines, keep watching for important information on topics that are impacting your biggest asset, your home. To learn more about this and other shows, please join us at northwestrealestateforum.com or check us out on the Facebook page. While you're there, be sure to order your free copy of Neighbor Law, Fences, Trees, Boundaries, and Noise by Cora Jordan. You will be surprised what you learn. I'm your host, Patricia Wangsness. See you next time.